All right, everyone. Welcome to MFO My Fucking Opinions with my friend Michael and Kyle. This is going to be a different introduction because at the beginning of this episode, we jumped straight into a really good thought exercise. So at a certain point, you can pause or you can continue to listen, but try and join the exercise with us because I'm speaking from after the fact, and it is a really good exercise. I think at the end, you really find out some interesting things about yourself, and it's not too forceful, so you can really look into it as much as you want. So when Michael, my friend, he explains each of the steps, if you want to pause and join with us, go right ahead. I think this is going to be a fun episode, and you get to learn a bit more about us and about yourself as well. So enjoy the episode.
So, Michael, what's this game you wanted to play?
It's like an exercise, really, but it's like
Is this like some bullshit team building?
no.
Shit
It's
that you
good.
learned in
It's
summer
interesting.
camp?
It's interesting. It shows you things about yourself, I think.
All quarantine, I've just been learning about myself. I don't know if I want to learn more.
No, it's good. It's good. It's good. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
You're just making all this noise, just unnecessary noise for no reason. You're just trying to.
I'm a rookie. Okay, first podcast. All right, so pretty much, just don't think too much about this. Just this is one of those things where
I don't think in general, so you're good.
the first thing that comes into your mind, you just have to roll with. Don't try and do anything or manipulate it. Just be real and be honest. It's not a thing. It's gonna be judged. It's just an interesting thing.
Last time I was honest, y'all judged the shit out of me.
Oh, God, just go.
All right,
go.
okay.
All right, so there's
Penis.
a desert. Okay. All right.
Sorry,
Thank
go
you.
on. Go on.
There's a desert, and in that desert is a cube. Okay, so I'm gonna go one by one. Normally you would do this one-on-one, but one by one. What does that cube look like? What is it made out of? Where is it? How big is it?
Oh,
You have to actually picture it. You have to really actually
I think right now I'm thinking of. I don't know what it's made out of. It's not glass. It's not quartz, but it's sky blue.
sky blue. Is it see-through?
No,
Is it translucent or is it?
it's
totally,
almost cloudy.
It's cloudy.
Yeah,
Okay.
What type of cloud? Cumulonimbus? Talking stratus?
I'm feeling a little stratus.
Stratus?
Yeah.
How big is it? How big is it?
I can see it from a very far distance.
You're very far away, but it's visible. It's big.
It's smaller than the pyramids of Giza, but it's
Okay.
bigger than a house.
Okay. All right. And it's just
That's
there.
a pretty big
It's just-
range, but
It's just there in the desert, right?
yeah.
Interesting. Okay. You have you visualized your cube in a desert?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I'm a lot more specific than
Okay.
DJ. So we're about 7x7. Yeah.
Okay.
7x7.
Seven what?
It's a darker blue. It's a little
darker
bit more. It's a little bit more translucent. It's like a glassy substance.
It's glassy.
Yes, it's glassy. It's got a design on it. It's kind of like one of those you see it in ancient movies or TV shows or video games and stuff where it's got those geometric designs on it. It's got
interesting.
lines going to the center. There's a circle and it's
Okay.
vertical and horizontal lines.
And these are both solid cubes, and are they just sitting there? Or?
Yeah, they're solid. They're it's floating. It's floating.
It's floating.
It's floating. Yeah, it's kind of a.
Is it sitting there? Or is it floating?
What?
Yeah.
It's floating.
Yeah, it's floating.
Okay.
It's like hovering. I wouldn't say it's like
Floating
10 feet in
and
the air.
hovering.
I'd say
Okay.
it's like hovering above the ground a little.
Was yours sitting there? Or was it floating?
Mine's in the sand.
Okay.
For
cool,
sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about yours?
We'll get to mine.
Okay.
I can. I think it'll be more fun if I. So, now I want you to picture. Keep your image, but there's also a ladder. Where's the ladder? How far is it? Near the cube? Is it far away? What's it made out of? What does it look like?
Holy shit. I'm thinking of a oak ladder.
Oak,
Super sturdy.
wooden. Very sturdy.
Super sturdy. I'm thinking maybe 5 inches thick.
Okay.
The rings.
It's a thick ladder.
Yeah, it's an old ladder, but because it was made the way it was, it's thick and it's sturdy, so it's lasted a long time.
And where is it in location? In reference to the cube.
it's like if I'm looking at the front of the cube from my perspective, if that's the front, it's on the right side.
It's to the right of the cube.
And it's leaning on the cube.
It's leaning on the cube.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it can reach to the top of
all the way to the top.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's leaning right on.
I don't think that'd be hard to climb because I'm afraid of heights. All right.
What about you, Kyle?
Mine's it's like a traditional ladder. It's got like circle rungs though. I don't know if you've ever at my house we had this like really weird, like really shitty ladder, but it had like circle rungs, but we used it for some reason and I just don't know why. I think my dad fell off it and like broke something. But it's like it's like not even like 6 feet tall. It's a pretty short ladder. But it's leaning up against the cube, but it's like still floating, but that gives you an idea of how low the cube is like floating. It's floating and it's leaned up against it.
It's leaned up against it. Your cube's 7x7.
Yeah.
Does it get to the top?
No.
Okay.
It's because it's like it
That'd
only
be
gets
1 foot.
Yeah.
Quick maths.
I know.
Maybe the cube's bigger than 7x7 in my mind. Then I'm imagining it only get about halfway up the cube.
Okay.
That'd be 14.
All right.
It'd be 14. Yeah.
And is it pretty sturdy? What's it made out of?
It's like kind of like rotting at some point.
Oh, interesting.
It's not like a super sturdy ladder.
So it's
like
made
an
out of
old
wood?
It's like an old ladder, but it's kind of
Made out of wood?
yeah, it's made out of wood.
My wood is better than his.
Your wood is better. Congratulations, you win the
Some
wood
would say.
I have the biggest, bestest ladder on my cube out of anyone in this activity.
All right. So keeping with the trend, you keep your image, and now I'm going to ask you to add a horse. What's the horse doing? Is it near? Is it far? Is it doing something? What does it look like? And picture it first, then describe it, not the other way around.
Man, dude. I work 9 to 5. I ain't used my brain like this in a minute. I think right now the horse I'm thinking of is a black stallion.
Okay.
And he is tied to the ladder.
He's tied to the ladder.
Yeah. When you get leave the, everyone has that one moment where you have to tie your horse. So that's what it is. And
some Red Dead action.
Yeah, and it's just I wish I had some water, but it's just sailing around him. So he's just chilling.
It's chilling.
Yeah, it's a cool 60, so it's not too hot.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
My horse is just like a really derpy looking horse.
Okay.
Like one of those like shitty drawings you see from like a 5-year-old of what a horse looks like. That's what like came to my head. I was like this really shitty drawing
like
of
kindergarten horse.
like a brown horse. It's just like standing on top of the cube.
It's on top of the cube.
Yeah, it's just standing there. It's like
oh.
it's just like looks like a dumb horse. It's like how the fuck did I get up here? Kind of it was like a
That's
little
interesting.
derpy horse.
You try to climb the ladder, it just comes and shits.
It's like a doodle bob like ass like a
Oh,
it's like a shitty designed horse. It's just non-aesthetic as fuck with like the rest.
SpongeBob character.
Yeah.
It's
It's like it fits nothing in with the scene, but it's what came to my mind.
Okay, so we're gonna add one last thing that I'm gonna explain. So, there's a storm. What is the storm like? Is it near? Is it far? Is it just describe to me? Picture it first, then describe.
I think it's like the remnants of a thunderstorm.
It's the remnants of one.
Or is remnants after the fact?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I changed. What's the opposite of remnants? It's the prelude.
Yeah.
The beginning.
Ooh.
It's
SAT
the prelude.
vocab.
Yeah, it's the prelude to a storm, and it's to the left of the cube.
Okay.
It's in the distance.
It's in the distance.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't really. I mean, maybe there's one flash of lightning, but I think more often than not, you just see the dark clouds, and maybe you hear
It's coming towards you. Or it's moving away.
It's kind of moving to the with me, It's not moving perpendicular to me. It's
I guess to
moving
the
with
cube.
me. Yeah. So it's not coming towards the cube, it's moving across the tube. So the whole left side of the sky is this prelude to a thunderstorm.
Interesting.
And it's just moving parallel to the cube.
Okay. Kyle?
You got a lot of cumulonimbus action in this bitch. Those are some fat fucking clouds. Them babies are thick. and they are out in the distance. If you're looking at the cube, they're backing towards the right, right? And it's dark. It's like when have you ever been to the beach and you see like a thunderstorm kind of rolling down the beach? It's like that kind of thunderstorm.
Yeah.
It's like it's looking at you. Could see the rain coming.
Fierce.
It's looking. You're like, oh shit, I gotta pack up.
It's coming towards you fast.
Yeah, and I don't know about fast, but you're like, I gotta go soon.
It's just on the horizon.
Yeah, you're like, oh no, we gotta pack up our bags and head home. I'm not trying to get caught in this bitch. And like, you're like, yeah, when you're 21, you're like, save the beer. It's like that type of moment. Like, oh no, it's that kind of thing where it's just rolling toward you. You got some thick clouds.
How is rain affecting? Oh, is it open?
Well, it's just like, I don't know. It's like a white folks thing. I don't know.
You don't want your
beer to
distract your beer cans.
You just want your beer cans to be wet, which is really ironic because they're coming out of a cooler with ice that is melting. So it makes no real sense. It's just, I think.
I mean, y'all don't put sunscreen on all the time, so I'm not surprised. All right, wait. So what's the?
So pretty much, there are 4 parts to this, right? So the cube is meant to represent your ego and how you see yourself. The ladder is meant to represent your support system. That can be your friends and family, maybe. I mean, it's your support system generally. The horse is meant to represent your love life.
And, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What does my derpy ass horse mean?
I know. And then the storm is supposed to represent. Man, I just learned this like yesterday. I think it's like turmoil or like unrest in your life or uneasiness.
All right.
So like for example, mine when I did this, I had a small white cube, just opaque, just in the desert. So, I guess if it's smaller, maybe like you are maybe more of like a quiet, or like maybe you don't think of yourself as like that much, but it's opaque. Mine's opaque. So like if it's see-through, maybe that means that, you're a very open person, but mine was like opaque. So maybe I like guard myself more. The ladder, I pictured a metal ladder, very sturdy, directly over it, like straddling my cube. And so like a sturdy ladder could mean like you have a very strong like support system, and it's like it's close to the cube, it's very close to you. The horse, I picture just literally just a brown run of the mill horse. I don't know, like
derpy horse.
Yeah, mine was like right near the cube, which could mean like I feel like a love interest is close to me. I think that's bullshit, but and then for when they said a storm, I said it's everywhere and it's on top. So maybe that made me feel like
where did you learn this?
A friend, just literally yesterday.
It seems like one of those like psychoanalysis things. Like,
yeah.
It's like
when I got the storm, I was like, the horse is nervous, and so and that's interesting. That's like, I don't know. I think that's.
So I have a big ass ego apparently. I said bigger than a house, but not as big as the pyramids of Giza. Oh man! And then the ladder is leaning up onto my cube.
Yeah. You said very
What
sturdy.
gets me is the horse being tied to the ladder.
Yeah. I thought that was really interesting when you said that.
Yeah, you can really look into that. But I think the storm moving parallel, that's just an interesting thing.
Right?
That was good.
Yeah.
It's like you're watching a train wreck.
What do you think of yours, Kyle? The derp horse on top of your cube? Your levitating cube?
I don't even know, man. I don't know. It definitely makes sense considering like my love life and my personal life have been relatively intertwined for like the last 2 or 3 years. Mm-hmm. It's like I've been kind of off and on dating someone more or less for 3 years. Mm-hmm. So I guess that makes sense. Maybe that's something I should not do. The shoddy ladder thing I think is interesting because it's like I feel like I got a pretty good support system.
Yeah.
But it's also like I
thought that when you said it too.
Yeah, I was like
I think the interesting thing about the game, I guess, is that maybe it's not like 100% true or accurate. You can feel however it can be like astrology at a certain point. But yeah. I think what's interesting about it is that it makes you think about your life, and it makes you think about these things in your life, and it I think you can glean some truths from that maybe, just in like the connections you're drawing yourself, and I think it can be very interesting for like kind of just self-discovery. But
that is interesting.
Yeah. I think the craziest, does the color of the cube have anything to do with the because you said yours was opaque
you can
white.
interpret it however you want.
Because sky blue, a big sky blue cube. I kind of because I don't think I have
both of you also said yours was kind of, or if I'm remembering right, kind of glassy.
Yeah.
Which is like interesting to me because I think it's like you are both like more open people. I think of you as like.
That is fair.
Yeah. And I don't think I think I have a lot of confidence, not necessarily in myself in terms of getting things done or like achieving goals, but I just have this underlying acceptance of how I see things going. Like if I see things going not good, I'll be like, oh, that sucks, but I accept it. And I think having that mentality, you kind of just, since I know how things are going, I can kind of feel a little bit better about myself because of that ideology, which I don't know if you call that an ego, but I have a really good way of overcomplicating simple definitions. So I guess you could say in a way that is an ego.
Yeah, I mean, no, I think it's like it's a fun thing for like anyone to do. I don't know. The horse for me was like very weird. Like the horse is nervous that's what I said. Like when I was like, the storm is everywhere. The horse is nervous. Cause I was like, in my head, I was just thinking like, okay, horses get nervous on storms, but like, I am at a point, like I just graduated. I don't know where I'm going to be or what I'm doing really. It's like, the economy sucks. And all this like turbulence in my life probably is like it is affecting like the love life. Like I am not trying to commit to like anyone or anything. I'm not trying to develop relationships truly.
You preaching to the choir,
like,
bro.
The horse is nervous, dog. The horse is nervous.
I think what got me was I said I wish there was some water for the horse.
Yeah,
but it's only sand.
Right.
There's a lot to
unpack there.
There's a lot to unpack. Working at an Amazon factory, a lot to unpack. Damn, man. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome to MFO episode 15. I completely forgot to do the introduction. I may end up saying
I was gonna cut it and be like, hello, Internet.
Yeah.
That's the best introduction we could have had.
That is the best introduction we could have had. Holy shit, man. I'm actually really thinking about I've taken, I forgot the name of the test, but.
You've taken?
Did you?
Took?
I've taken
Words
it.
matter, DJ.
I have taken it. Why do you think I'm doing this shit? I'm trying to normalize bad English. Actually, there's a lot more people
doing a great
out there.
job.
My English ain't no good, Douglas.
Ain't no good English. I know how to speak good. Now, I forgot the name of the test, but you take a test, you answer a certain amount of questions.
Myers-Briggs?
Is that the square one? Is like a blue square or a red square or an orange triangle?
Are you thinking of like the political compass test?
Or like Rorschach?
It's something along the lines of like you find out if you're like more mathematic or if you're more artsy or if you're more literature wise or if you're more
it sounds like a career test.
Yeah. It's just like one of those things where at the end you basically are told, oh, you're really good at math. You're more of like an introverted kind of person. So these are the kind of jobs that really would line up for what the fuck you would do. Yeah. And I remember seeing that and I was like, all right, some of this stuff I can see, but I think that like the thing we just did, it was nice because it was open-ended. So you can really look into it. Yeah. That kind of shit was just so formulaic. Right. By the end of it, I was like, you guys are just, it's like a BuzzFeed quiz. You're just asking me questions because you're trying to get a specific
and the
answer.
thing is, like, a personality is like impossible to really be defined or like, nailed down. And I think we seek that. Like, we want to be told like who we are. We want to have like a great idea of like, what our personality is. And so that's why we look for in like Myers-Briggs and astrology and Enneagram and religion and, even BuzzFeed quiz. I am like, what vegetable are you on? Broccoli or whatever.
I'm a carrot.
But like, I think like the more interesting ones are ones that do leave it open to like some level of like interpretation and let you like kind of figure it out more for yourself.
Yeah, but if you could take like, let's say there's a test and you took it and at the end of the test you were 100% gonna know who you are, would you even believe it?
That's
yeah,
scary.
Right. Like I don't think anyone would want that.
Well, the thing is I think that like, at least for me, and this is what I've learned, is like, I don't know, when I was in high school I had to take like a Myers-Briggs test or whatever, and I was given this one personality type, and I definitely have changed personality types. And I think that's kind of the issue with these types of tests is that like they tell you who you are right now, but it doesn't necessarily prescribe you to who you're going to be in the future. And I think that's something that like I really have seen is like I occasionally will just take a Myers-Briggs every once in a while because I'm like, oh, let's see, because it's an art, it's not a science, and like I think there's no test that will be able to tell you exactly who you are, because like for one, you can totally just bullshit the tests. I mean, there's answers that you want to hear about yourself, and there's things that you actually think, and in a lot of ways you don't want to actually confront the way that you're thinking about a problem or the way that you're thinking about addressing a situation. You want to fill a box of the way that you think you fit a situation,
right?
And so like I don't think that, like, if there is a test, but the issue is that with tests like that, it's like, or with a imaginary test, you would have to describe how you would be in the future, which is something that you run into this paradox of, if you know how you're going to be in the future, then will you actually be that, or will you try to fight it?
Also, the problem with tests is, like, if you know that it's a test, you automatically start overthinking the things. Like,
right, and that's the thing with the cube, is that's why I keep saying, picture it first, then describe it. But it's still, you know that you're kind of going through some kind of exercise. That's why I didn't want to explain it beforehand either.
I'm glad you didn't, because if you did, I think it would have.
It doesn't work if you do, really.
Which is why, like, the whole time I took that one test, I was like, this is like, I know the end goal is going to put me in this certain category. And I try my hardest to have this dual conscience of, like, I know it, but I'm still going to try and, like, do it the right way. But it never felt real. It never felt like I was like, oh, yeah, no, this is exactly who I am. And this is why I think best friends are, like, best friends for a reason, because I think we know how each other are way more than we really know ourselves, which is a really weird thing, because we all go to sleep with ourselves most nights. And, like...
Most nights? When do I not sleep with myself?
I go to sleep with your mother some nights.
Oh. No, but, like, we're alone. We're always with ourselves. We're never not. Like, the only time I think you could ever not be with yourself is if you just, like,
what type of crazy ass drug are you taking?
That's my point. Like, you're probably, like, tripping or something. Like, there's really no way to really not be completely alone, even from your own consciousness. And that's why I feel like your best friend, or who you ever see as your best friend, knows you more, because they're not always around you. So they see you for who you are every time. They don't overthink you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which is why I also think people are getting really irritated with each other during quarantine, because it's like, at some point, we're just getting tired of just even being around ourselves and our friends. And we just want to be normal. Like, we just want to be around a bunch of random people.
We're pretty lucky that it's like we got a squad of like 6 people that all stay kind of isolated together. I mean, my sister, God bless her soul, is stuck with my mom and my brother. She's just like, I want to off myself. It's gotten to the point where she'll like FaceTime me and she'll be like, Kyle, I'm so bored. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm also so bored.
If I was a high schooler right now,
well, the thing is that's even worse is that she's just graduated high school, so she's like an incoming freshman into college, and so it's like, it's the last summer and whatever.
That was my year. That's when I no, not like in terms of me really glowing up, but all the complications from high school that I had really stopped in that summer, because I got my first long-term girlfriend after I graduated. And
congrats on the sex.
I'm not gonna confirm nor deny any actions I've done in the past.
Congrats on the sexual actions that may or may not include intercourse.
I got to hold her hand, bro. That's all.
Bro, I'm nutting. I'm nutting.
But
that's nutting.
That's like, for that song, like, for me, that was a pretty big moment. So I can't even imagine just being at home. Like, you escaped high school, because everyone sees high school as this trap. Like, and there's very few pieces of media
there's
out
some
there.
people that love peaking in high school.
Well, look where they are now. I know, we all know that one dude or that one girl in high school that was seen as the shit, and now they're not doing shit things.
And now they're a cop.
Oh gosh. Oh jeez.
Sorry, continue.
We're gonna keep this lighthearted. I don't want to talk about, like, past 3 episodes we've been talking about all this shit. But
I was just fucking with y'all.
No, it's just like, I think, like, that's just weird. Like, the whole peaking in high school, like, thinking that, not even thinking that people saw you as that dude, or they saw you as that girl, and then once you graduate, I feel like what happens is that you have this image. You have this image, and you are being told by people that you're the shit. So then all 4 years, you're just thinking that. So then once it comes to graduating, maybe you're playing a sport, so you're not really focusing on grades that much. So then once it comes to actually getting to a college, reality slaps you in the dick, and you're like, wait, bro, you're only D2. You may be D2, D3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, what is that? 2.8, 3.1? I mean, do 2 years at community college, then come into this universe. And then what happens is the community college black hole. A lot of people, and I'm not shitting on community college. It's a wonderful thing for people who don't have money and certain things like that. But for people who their perceived trajectory was you're going to play D1, you're the popular guy, so you will be the popular guy wherever you go. A lot of people, reality hits them, and they're like, no, you may have to do a D3 college, and maybe you have to go to community college. So then what happens is you get stuck at home for 2 years. You see all your friends on social media, especially nowadays. They're all having fun. They're all going to parties and shit. And they're all having fun. They're all going to parties and shit. And then what happens is that you don't leave. You just stay in town the whole time. And then at the end, all you have is just this weird feeling of like, oh man, I could have made it, but I'm not going to make it.
Well, the thing is that ultimately, like, peaking in high school is a mindset. And I think
if I was going to ever tell my younger brother something, it's that peaking in high school, it's a mindset.
I mean, it is. At the end of the day, it is. Like, the thing is that, like, you don't have to peak in high school. Like, at least for me, you know, most people in my high school went to college. So it's like...
Okay, where are you from?
Shut up.
Thank you.
No, my boy.
No, my boy.
But the thing is that I know some people who you're like, at least that I know, are like, oh, you definitely peaked in high school, and then they seem to be doing just fine in college. But it's a mindset, because there's other people I know that like, you're like, you definitely peaked in high school, and they stuck around and just did nothing, and have dropped out of college.
I'd say for Michael and I, the amount of people who peaked in high school who didn't do anything after high school is a whole lot higher than where you're from.
Yeah, that is fair.
Fuck you for having good education, Kyle.
Good connections, you fucking...
God, it's not even...
I'm from Nova.
Getting into college isn't about connections. It's just...
Oh my... Someone just went to jail for paying off...
Fair.
Their
Okay. Yes. But for the people that aren't going to Harvard... Most of college is not about connections. That being said, there's a person that I know that I went to high school with that was a bajillion generation legacy at this one college.
Yeah.
And she got in even though she didn't even get into Clemson, which is like a 75% acceptance rate. Mm-hmm. But then this school had less than a 20% acceptance rate.
Oof.
And she got one,
legacy? I mean, but like if she's like that many generations, that's a shit ton of money going to that school.
Oh, yeah, no, they have a statue and a building and a...
They have a stat,
but they shouldn't care about the money, right? I mean,
in a perfect
in America,
I'm saying in a perfect world.
Money. If it's not money, it's oil. If it's not oil, it's guns. You may have heard a really weird audio jump. That's because Kyle just said something I'm not gonna have in the podcast.
What?
Oh, you're funny. You really think I agree. But bro, I'm not big enough yet to be making those kind of bold claims. Let's just say that.
All right.
Fair. There's a movie, and I'll let the movie do the talking. I'm not going to be saying anything about that.
Fair.
Remember, folks, my fucking opinion is for the kids.
Yes. Oh, no,
it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
He hasn't heard it.
He hasn't heard the episode.
How could you not be, huh?
No.
You know, yeah.
The last episode was talking about...
We can't... I am never in my life saying anything is for the kids anymore. Fuck them kids. That's exactly what I'm saying. We made this for the kids. Just for the kids. Nothing else.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my gosh. No, man, I think the transition... I think there's only at least one or two pieces of media out there that really capture that weird feeling between high school and college. Because a lot of times people like to over dramatize it, but a lot of other times people don't give it enough credit. They like to put the focus on shit that really isn't the thing that you should be focusing on.
You're talking in such generalities. I don't even know what you're
No,
talking
I'm saying like a lot of TV shows, the transition is like they'll dumb it down to like, oh man, like the main character, they need to get their first kiss, or oh man, he really needs to drink his first drink of alcohol, or oh man, he's never been to a party, he really needs to go to, like, it's just all these general claims. It's like it doesn't hit deeper than that. It doesn't hit to that level of like,
it's not existential enough.
Yeah, it's like, I think a good way to go about it would be like, oh my gosh, I have had a decent life. What am I getting into? Am I going to have a better life, or am I going to have a worse life? Or, oh, this college I'm going to go to, I've toured it, I think it's cool, but at the end of the day, maybe it would be cool to see someone start overthinking, or like they start imagining what would happen to them when they go somewhere, rather than trying to, because every TV show or every movie talks about how there's this bucket list. It's almost like that movie, The Bucket List.
All this being said, Superbad it's just a great film.
Oh, that's amazing. But that's good because they just said fuck it, and they went as crazy as they could, which is amazing. Yeah. Like the fake ID shit.
Steered into the...
Bro, did I ever talk about my fake ID shit?
No. Do you want to?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Go ahead.
It's like a McLovin level fake ID shit.
So if you're going to out yourself...
I'm not going to out myself.
This is not me.
Nah, this is not.
That's all I'm just gonna say. It's just not me.
Yeah, no.
Go ahead.
So
it's me.
I get my fake going end of senior year of high school, and we're going on like Lake Week or whatever. It's not like Beach Week, but one of our friends. I did Lake Week. Yeah, one of our friends had a lake house, and we were like, okay, great. And so this one guy who had a fake since like sophomore year of high school went and bought all the alcohol. But in Virginia, you have the ABC. It's like super strict. You can't get in. You can't use a fake there. So we were so close to Maryland, we would just drive 15 minutes over the border to Maryland. They don't have the ABC. And so you just hand them a fake and it'd be normal. So when they were unloading all the alcohol, they dropped the handle and it broke. And I was the only other person that had a fake. And I had never used my fake before. And I'm like, and they're like, you gotta go. And I'm like, okay. And
damn, they said you're that's like the coach looking at that one bench player is like, hey, get your ass in the game.
Yeah, so now I'm driving. So now I am driving across state lines to purchase alcohol illegally, and I am in a very sketchy part of Maryland, and I am going there. There's already cops just sitting in the parking lot, and I walk into the store. I am shitting absolutely.
There are cops in the parking lot, and you still went in?
Yes, and I am absolutely shitting.
That's a certain type of privilege.
Yeah. I am absolutely.
They're like big balls, or you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah. I am absolutely shitting bricks. And I walk in, I get like a 6-pack of Mike's Hard, nice. and at this liquor store, you couldn't take your own fifth off the shelf. You had to point to them, and they would like bring the fifth up to the register for you because, yeah. And so I pointed out. I'm like,
Can I have that bottle of whiskey?
Yeah. So I was like, it was a handle, and I got like 2/5 because I was like, if I get a handle, they're gonna freak out on me, and it just made no sense. And so I get like 2/5 of random ass alcohol.
That actually, that's pretty sound logic. I can see how I can
a 6-pack of Mike's Hard and 2/5. That makes less sense now like in hindsight. Now that I actually am 21 and I go to the store and buy alcohol on my own.
2 different fifths? Did you get 2 different types of alcohol?
No, it was like I think it might have been like Malibu and like vodka or something.
Well, that's like maybe. That looks adult.
I don't know, but
more adult than a handle.
Malibu looks adult.
Yeah, so I'm standing in line.
Malibu and Fireball.
So I'm standing in line, and this dude turns around. And he's like, yeah, dude, remember when people would tap on your shoulder and ask you to buy alcohol for them at the liquor store? And I'm like, haha, yeah, I do.
Oh, my God.
I'm like, oh.
He's fucking with you.
I know.
Sure.
I'm like, oh, fuck. Oh, my God. And then,
man, you probably didn't have any facial hair. You probably look like just a shiny button.
Yeah. So I go up to the register. I am like shitting bricks. And they just hear, pop, pop, pop. outside the store. This dude comes in. Yo, someone just got shot outside. Meanwhile, my ID is in the dude's hand. So my dick is in my hand right now. And I'm like, I need to go. And he's like scrutinizing this ID. And he's like, oh, you just turned 21. Because on my ID, it said my birthday was in April and it was in May. And he's like, oh, happy birthday. I was like, thanks, can I go now? And I like complete the purchase, and I'm like hustling out of the store. And we're like, we gotta go.
So,
and we yeeted on out of there. Me and my
someone getting shot got you to get some alcohol.
That was the first time I had ever bought alcohol with a fake ID. It was the most McLovin story ever. I was at a murder scene, and I just had to run away.
Holy shit.
Yeah, no, it was...
I'm surprised you looked at, because I'm a pretty cautious individual. As soon as I saw those cop cars in the parking lot, I'd have been like, we are turning around and going to another location.
Parking lot.
Right?
This isn't McDonald's?
I was so scared, but it was like, this was the liquor store that everyone from my high school was like, yeah, no, this is the liquor store you go to. And,
I think that description changes as soon as there's like 3 cop cars in the parking lot.
Yeah,
I'll instantly be like, yeah, this is not the liquor store I'm gonna go to right now.
Yeah, I was just, it was like a shitty Rhode Island fake ID.
Right.
I'm not gonna test my luck anywhere else unless people tell me this is the place to go. It was just, oh my god, it was so bad. It was so bad, but I got away with it. I don't know how, but ever since then, I would always shit bricks when buying alcohol with a fake. Like, it was never
I'm not
good.
going to say I've had a fake or not, but if I did, I think I would really only use it to get into bars. Because I think purchasing, it just in Virginia, it's just too risky, bro.
It's really not. If you go to a gas station and get a case.
Oh no, dude! My ID's been
easy.
Maybe
no. I've been
you're from
the
anywhere, dude. There's gas station.
The hardest I've ever been questioned when buying alcohol was at a gas station.
Really?
It was. To be fair, it was like 11:45 at night, and I was buying a case, and I was already hammered.
Right.
And,
okay. Well, I mean, that's...
And the dude's like, "What's your birthday? What's your address? What's your zip code? What airport do you fly out of?" And I was just like,
"Oh my god!"
I was like rattling off answers, and it was just, and the dude just was like scrutinizing it, and he's like looking at me, and I was like, he really wants me to break, but I'm not gonna break. I'm too drunk to break right now. And he's like, all right, here you go. I'm like, oh. It was.
And to be clear, you didn't drive to this.
No.
You walked there. Yeah.
I was driven. It was sober driver.
Yeah.
Nice.
I would never get into a car with a drunk person. What the fuck?
No, I just what gets me is that if someone asked me what airport I fly out of, I'd have been like, I've never been on an airplane.
Right. That's
and then that would have been the end of it. They'd be like, oh no, you're definitely not. Well, maybe with the scene I've been black, I'd be like, yeah, okay, I kind of see that.
I mean, the thing was, I was from Rhode Island and in Virginia.
Right.
And it's like, why the fuck?
That's not a crazy drive.
Yeah, I guess
How would
not.
he know what airport you fly out
That's
of?
what I'm saying.
I don't know.
That's just like those fucking pieces of shit.
I knew it because I had heard it been asked before, and I was like, LaGuardia or Logan? Because Logan is Boston, LaGuardia is New York, and they're equidistant.
If he's the final boss, the cashier at a gas station that asks you, the 3 levels below him is the frat dude at the bar at a party that'd be like, all right, if you want a beer, name this player with this jersey, and how many championships did he win in 1984? And just
name one brother's name. Michael. All right. You're good.
You're good.
I didn't know you knew him like that.
Well, dude, you know Michael too, bro? Yeah, dude, he's pretty sick, right? You're like, oh yeah. He is.
Chad?
Chad? Is there? How many Chads are there?
Not nearly as
that's
many.
That's not a common name, right? That has to be a meme. There's no way that's a normal name.
I think Michael's honestly probably one of the most.
Michael's the low key, the silent one, the silent majority.
Silent but deadly.
Silent but
For
deadly.
the love of God, don't say that now.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna say it. You fucking.
Oh my god.
Dude, I got this one dumb question. I think I was at this party and it was my first year. This motherfucker was like, name the capital of Quebec. And I was like,
Quebec?
What?
City?
I was like, oh, you can't be serious. I was like, oh,
Canada town.
I was so down. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not gonna go further in this right now. Holy shit. Oh man. Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. We're at 41 minutes, brother.
Wait, how the fuck are we already at 41 minutes?
Well, it was a pretty, like, that beginning was pretty.
Yeah.
That was pretty lengthy.
No, I wouldn't say lengthy. It was.
You want to know what's really lengthy? Snakes.
Oh my gosh.
Not where I thought you were going with that.
I had no idea. I thought you were gonna say.
Have you ever seen
my big toe?
The length of a boa constrictor? Them shits are like 10.5 feet long. Them shits can dunk a basketball if they really wanted to.
I think I could kill a snake.
No, you couldn't. Well, it depends on the snake.
It depends on the situation.
Like
I've killed.
Could kill a snake,
but a boa
might get fucked up a little bit.
A boa.
I mean, fuck.
Like they're constricting on you. Like, I guess that's a lot of power.
You could do it.
You ever seen that movie Anaconda with Ice Cube?
What?
Anaconda. No. It's like 2000.
I've ridden the Anaconda at Bush at King's Dominion.
There's a movie out there, Anaconda. It's got Ice Cube, and I think it's got who's that one black dude from Transformers, the first one?
I've not seen any Transformers movie.
What?
Well, because they're a fucking blasphemy to the
not
series
the first
that
one.
Really enriched my childhood.
No,
so
the first
thank
one.
You,
the first
come
one.
again.
No.
I don't.
How dare you slander his series, DJ?
No. Okay,
Michael Bay.
Did you see the 19? Oh, so you saw the
dick.
1982 animated movie? Whatever year that movie came out.
I watched the cartoon series.
Did you watch the original movie? The first.
I don't think we're talking about the original movie.
That's the first movie.
I'm talking about Shia
Your
LaBeouf
cartoon
and Megan
movie
Fox.
was a cartoon movie because of the movie that I watched.
What are you saying?
You're not that old.
The first Transformers, I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but it was a movie. It was like an hour and 45-minute movie.
That doesn't sound right. I don't think that's right.
Okay. We're going to look this up. I'm pretty sure. What cartoons you watch?
Max don't care about your feelings, Michael.
As a child, I watched Transformers, dude.
No, you didn't,
I did
bro.
watch
No, you didn't,
Michael
bro.
Bay,
No, you
Shia
didn't,
LaBeouf,
bro.
Fox,
Name 4 Transformers.
Fucking around, flirting.
1984.
Bro.
Megan Fox fixing a fucking motorcycle with her ass out. I didn't watch that as a child.
All 15-year-old, all 15 years of Megan Fox.
I'm not mad.
Shit. All right.
I didn't realize Megan Fox was like 15 when that scene was shot.
No.
Yeah, isn't that what it was said?
No.
I think she was. I don't think she was like, because I'm pretty sure that's what like the whole thing about Michael Bay getting in trouble.
Your series came out in 1984. The movie came out in 1986.
Oh.
What are we looking at?
Who the fuck?
I think
is
you're
this?
both full of shit.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just giving you shit. I don't care.
Oh.
My brand is
Oh my
giving you
gosh!
shit.
Why is she my sister?
What? I don't know, Shona.
Why did you bring that up?
Your birthday.
Oh. I grew up watching it. Doesn't mean I had to grow up watching it when it came out. Well, okay, so you were right. But the movie is just based off the TV show. That was a good series. The first movie with Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox, that was the closest to being good. All the other ones sucked.
No.
I mean, we can agree to disagree. You've never seen them, though.
No, I haven't seen them. You're right. I just don't
think
really...
like this. The scenes in the first movie are killer. Like, the Transformers scenes in the first movie are incredible. Every single one after that, they try to make it into like some comedy action, and it sucked.
Just don't want to see, like, Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox eye fucking each other for an hour and a half while Michael Bay, like, throws explosions everywhere, and, like, Optimus Prime, I've heard, is kind of cool, but, like, Bumblebee was not even, like, a punch
Isn't Bumblebee
buggy.
like a meme?
He's like a sick, like, muscle car. It's like, fuck you. His name is Bumblebee, okay? He's a punch buggy.
Volkswagen
VW bug.
VW bug.
Yeah.
He wasn't even that in the original
Yes,
series.
he was. He absolutely was.
Well,
Not in the movie. I think no, it was Hot Rod. That was the main person. Bumblebee's always getting whacked in those movies. He's like always dying for some reason. I don't know why. Everyone loves him. You know what's really crazy? And I watched this YouTube video about it. Everyone loves the Lancer more than the main character most of the time. The main character is like the guy but the Lancer is like
the badass. Like
the main character is like best friend. Yeah.
Yeah, like Samwise Gamgee. And you watch Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
You've seen Lord of the Rings?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Of
Frodo
course.
has like 2 career kills. It's fucking pathetic.
2.
Okay.
He only has
What's
2.
his KD?
Samwise Gamgee is
what's his KD,
kind
bro?
of the go. I mean, he carries. His back is hurting. He's carrying Frodo.
He literally carries
He literally
Frodo.
carries Frodo. Like,
Can we go over
is
like
the team?
Can we go over like historical all-time KDs of characters in movies?
I thought you were going to say in history. I was like, no, we're not doing that.
Oh, no.
I know the people with the best KD that are the worst of people.
No, we're not going there. We're not going there.
I mean, we could. Let's unpack this a little bit.
No, we're not. No, you took it the wrong way. I wanted to go movies. I don't even know like best because I don't really watch movies, but I feel like it'd be fun to
Probably
do.
someone in like 300.
Yeah,
or something.
yeah, like whoever the main
Leonidas.
character was.
No,
Yeah.
well, that's perceived versus like actual on-screen kills. If we're going actual on-screen kills, I mean, Legolas may actually have a pretty
Legolas has a fuck ton.
right?
Sure.
Remember that one scene where he's looking over and he's seeing the hills, and my man just like says, "Oh, they're running up on my friends." Pulls out the gat and starts going blicky on those hoes.
I mean,
I don't remember Legolas having a gat.
That was he had the medieval gat, the bow and arrow.
I could be misremembering.
My man was
It's been a
loading
while.
up. You know,
I don't think he has a gun.
You know, you got the 12 clip. My man had like the 36 clip, 36 arrows, just ready to go. It never missed. Did he ever miss? I don't think he ever missed once.
He never missed.
oh, what about James Bond? I feel like James Bond got a pretty good KD too.
He doesn't kill people though.
Yeah, he does.
He kills some people, but he be fucking too
His
many
chill to
times.
pull ratio is just.
His chill to pull ratio is through the roof.
For sure.
Indiana Jones is the same boat where he kills a lot of people, but it's also his chill to pull is just massive.
No, it's not.
Yeah, he does.
Indiana Jones has 4 movies.
Yeah, he's got like 4 girlfriends.
He's got a girlfriend in every fucking movie.
James Bond has gone past the time of having the same actor.
It's not even the
It's not
the
even
same
close.
level of
No,
magnitude.
you're right.
James Bond chill to pull is about as high at the stock market back in the 1920s, baby.
I think the first one was in the 60s, but 40 years off your class.
Yeah, but the stock market was incredible back then.
Incredible.
Incredible. I think the chill to pull ratio, KD, chill to pull ratio. Which one's more important? KD. For sure.
KD, because you're trying to live.
Oh, I know.
Everybody dies, but not everybody
I know
lives.
exactly. I know exactly the movie who has the best. It's a movie called Rampage, and it's a really shitty
No,
movie.
Rambo, bro.
No. Okay, so as a series, I think Rambo made.
for sure.
Yeah, no. But this movie, Rampage, it was made in the UK, I'm pretty sure. And I watched it as a kid, and this was before like school shootings was like as prevalent as they are now. There's no way
you were born the same
Shut
way
the
that
fuck
Columbine
up
happened. All right.
for a second. There's no way this movie could have been made nowadays. So the movie is this middle-aged worker. He's down on his luck. I think he just got fired, and he's just like he's fed up with society. So his solution to that is he gets up in this like combat riot gear, and he goes and he just kills everyone in the city. And like that's the movie. Jesus. And it's a really graphic movie, and it's a really it could not come out now. There's no way. But it came out after there was only a few school shootings like Columbine and Tech and like all those other really horrible events.
Jesus.
So like when you watch the movie, you're just like, what the fuck is this? How is this a movie right now? Like how did someone really make this? And it's a social commentary, I'm sure, on like the stress of working in the social class and yada 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 and all this other bullshit. But that dude's KD.
The takeaway here.
The takeaway is his KD is definitely pretty high. Shitty movie though. I didn't like it. It was a little too graphic. You know those movies you watch and you're like, I see the point that it was trying to make, but at the end of the day, I didn't think he really did it right. Like most of my conversations, I try to go somewhere, and in the end, I don't really think
we end up talking about KDs.
Yeah. And with that.
Oh, never mind.
Oh wait, you had something to say?
I was gonna make a joke, but it's a bad.
You can
joke,
make a
so-
joke.
Nah, never mind. No.
How bad is it? I may keep it.
Nah, it's dumb. It was just a joke about Andy, but never mind.
Who's Andy? We don't know who Andy is.
We've talked about Andy before.
NPC Andy?
NPC Andy, yeah, he's NPC Andy now. He's been NPC Andy.
I fly airplanes. I fly airplanes.
I fly airplanes. Oh my god, let me play Great Balls of Fire on the piano.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Goose.
Oh my gosh, I can fly upside down. I was inverted.
Thank you for your service.
They don't know that about him. You just outed him.
Stop doxing Andy.
Jeez Louise. I'm just going to say your last name.
There's only one Andy in the entire fucking military. You're right.
Okay.
That's my bad.
Okay.
My bad.
And with that, thank you for listening to the episode, everybody. I hope everyone stays safe. Wear your mask. If you're going to protest and burn out a building, wear even more masks so no one knows who you are. And fight the power. Keep everything going. Stay safe. Keep away from COVID. And have a wonderful night. This is My Fucking Opinion with my friends, Michael and Kyle.
I love you.
Goodbye, Internet. Stay safe. I love you all.